be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's Nix. And open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. They'll get that complete to Franklin. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Nix to the air. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another Broncos first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Broncos first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw, here's Nix. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw is Nix. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Bo Nix, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos 7, Seahawks nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to put a drive together. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Back to throw, Darnold. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now it's Darnold. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Darnold wants to change it up. Again, he'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by Cup. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Well, 4 consecutive passes to begin this opening drive, and you can't argue with the results. They've already driven it into the red zone and a fresh set of downs here to play with. Which means there's a lot of trust by the play caller.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Darnold.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. In motion, the tight end. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing Nix.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Now it's Nix.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Looking to throw. Nix.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and
4. Nix from the shotgun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
That's good for Broncos. 1st down. 1st and goal, Denver.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Dobbins will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Captain.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jaron Reed with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
29-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. Finding Walker complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Darnold now to throw.
As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
It's a gain of 16.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Throwing again is Darnold.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
To throw is Darnold.
And he's got Smith-Njigba. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
That's another Seahawks first down.
Here's Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield, as you mentioned.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Here's Nix. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the break. Darnold toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Motion left, Kupp. Running left is Walker.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
He'll look to throw.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10.
They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 6.
They'll come up second and 6 now from the 24. This quick pass complete to Sutton.
Across midfield, Cortland Sutton.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, 76 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
Broncos 17, Seahawks 10. Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a first and 10.
Finding Smith and Jigba downfield.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Walker now on first and 10.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here we go, set.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go, set. Set.
Now it's Darnold.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Set.
From the gun, it's Walker. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mention the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will level the playing field at 17 all.
Jason Myers to kick off.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Captain.
To throw, here's Nix.
Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Nix to the air.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
from the 43. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Up to the 12. Ready? Go. Bombers. Captain.
To throw is Nix. And this one complete again to Mims.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Away. Oh, my set. Ready? Go. Bombers.
Here's Nix once more. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
And he fires one incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
Oh, my set.
On the sneak, it's Nix.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Bo Nix.
Scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Lutz with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Go set.
Darnold.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Darnold.
Now be taken in by Shaheed.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Throwing Nix. That's taken in by Franklin.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
At the 35-yard line.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they run on first down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll go again with Dobbins.
Well, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. That one looks like he'll throw here.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Broncos 31, Seahawks 17. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Darnold. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready?
Here's Darnold.
That'll be caught. It's caught. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
We're going to start.
Now Darnold.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Once more from the 11, 2nd and 10.
Red 80. Yellow 80. We go yellow 80. Race up.
Darnold to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Go side.
To throw is Darnold.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Here goes. Red 80. Red 80. Go 80. It's up.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's Nix. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the
miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the...
Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Phillips Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go from Denver. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Go side. Go lady.
Throwing to open it up is Darnold. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
A gain of
19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
We go side. Go lady.
To throw on 1st down is Darnold. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
Darnold to throw on 2nd down. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Seahawks.
Kupp in motion.
Yo, lady.
Darnold to throw again. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Kupp in motion. On 2nd down, it's Darnold. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
Intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. That is caught. What a throw. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Myers, good on the extra point, and the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead.
Jason Myers to kick off.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dow. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Nick Emanwari is there to make the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big-time play for the Broncos. It's a gain of 49.
1st and 10.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Big snap on 1st and 10. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's into the end zone. What a response! J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter.
To kick off for the Broncos.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Putting the tight end in motion. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
Yo, lady. Here goes son.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
1st down, Seattle.
Here goes son.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Right over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Darnold to the air once more. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down. Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Walker. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
At the 6-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. One more time with Walker. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal.
Go set.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. They motion a receiver right. They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. Throwing on a run. It's behind his man, and it's incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. And now it's 4th and goal.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. A run with Dobbins. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
RPO, quick throw. There's Sutton. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
2 yards. That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Captain.
Throwing is Nix. Forced out wide. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Second down. Nix. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And 3rd down coming up.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is, firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
Bombers. Chill. Shanahan.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Broncos will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Pistol snap back to Darnold. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So, Mike, regardless of what everyone else is playing, anytime there's a one single high safety, whether everyone's in man or zone, he's really just a full-field zone defender. His job is to just help everyone across the board, and there's an element of instincts, there's an element of understanding offensive game plan, and then at the end of the day, you've got to have the speed and the ball skills to get to the ball and contest as many throws as you can.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Back to throw is Nix. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Nix to throw. That'll be complete to Dobbins. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Shaheed in motion. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense.
And he'll take this one in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Jason Myers to kick off.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Captain.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard on the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 1.
Here's Dobbins. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Captain. Bombers.
On 4th down, here's Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
4-yard line.
The fullback trying to power it home. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Broncos. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos will come back to tie things at 17.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Outside.
Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Timeout Seahawks, that is their second. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Darnold. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. It covers 51 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To throw on 1st down is Darnold. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Outside.
Darnold now to throw. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Now Seattle will use the final timeout as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
Just not a lot of plays on that call sheet for the offensive coordinator for 3rd and a mile. So that's a huge sack there that they took on 2nd down. And barring something dramatic happening here, they might have just killed any chance of extending this drive.
And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
Ready?
So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.